Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sports Dad. I wanted to log on for a little bit and talk a little bit about recruiting. So if you're watching this video, hopefully you want to be recruited. You want to be exposed to some major colleges to get that offer so that you can go to college for free, which is the whole goal. And I want to be able to help with that. So hopefully the information that I'm going to be sharing with you can assist you in some way, shape, or form. The information, the sports that I'm going to be actually talking about is mainly football, but of course some of this information can be applied to basketball as well if you want, and we can actually get it going. But before we do, what I would like for you to do is actually hit that like button for me, and then also subscribe, because when I do post videos, which I am going to be doing often, because I'm not gonna be able to just put everything into one video. So I'm gonna have to do multiple videos. So when I do post it, you'll get that notification that I'm posting some recruiting information. Okay, so let's jump into it. So just give you a little bit about me. I've been around sports for a very, very long time. Mainly basketball, that is, that was my sport back in the day. I played high school basketball, and I really loved the game, and I still do love the game, but unfortunately, I'm old now. So I like coaching AAU basketball, and I just like being around it. I like developing players and things like that. So I'm very familiar with the sport, and I still get out there a little bit and shoot around, and have to talk a little smack or whatever, just to stay fresh, if you will. And I like football too. I'm a football coach too. Currently, I coach youth football in the ONYFA in Michigan, and and I've been doing that for quite some time too. I have 3 boys that are currently in high school, a freshman, and I have 2 juniors. Miles and Myron Harris are the juniors, and Cephas Harris III is the actual freshman. And right now, what we're actually doing is I'm trying to get my juniors actually exposed so that they could get that offer as well, so that they can go to college for free, because this is what it's all about: get that free education, utilizing your athletic ability to be able to go to school for free. And so I figured that what better way to do it than to be able to just jump on and give you some information, and also to just basically give you a hands-on experience with us, so you can experience it with us, and hopefully you could get some takeaways, and it can help you. Now, I am not a recruiting guru. I do not have all the answers, but I do believe that I have some good information that I can share with you and maybe put you at ease, because if you're anything like me, you're worrying a lot, worrying about, how you're going to get your children exposed, and things like that, what camps to take them to, and all that good stuff, and, what to invest in, and, so because let's just face it, there are a lot of people that are out there that are looking to make money, and will tell you anything, especially if they see, once they see how desperate you are, to be able to make this happen. So hopefully some information that I'm sharing can either give you confirmation, put you at ease, but I figured that there are a lot of dads that are out there that are like me and just don't know what to do, and this is your first time around. So at the end of the day, hopefully this information can help you. So first things first, that I would say is that, that you need to take a deep dive into is really assessing your child. Because let's just face it, sometimes as parents, we can definitely be a little biased because it's our child and we think our child is the best at everything. But the truth of the matter is that, they're not. So in order to assess your child, of course, you have to know, something, about, the game. Preferably, maybe you've played it before, or you're just very familiar with it and you know it. And so you'll be able to, spot out talent and make a good assessment to be able to determine if they have what it takes to be able to play at the next level. And so one of the things that helped me was, when my kids were playing youth sports, what was a major indicator is that, they were always standing out. It seemed like their athletic ability was ahead of other kids, a little bit, and and they stood out. They most of the time, they dominated in the sport that they were playing, whether it was basketball or football. And, and that was a good indicator to me, like, well, I like what I'm seeing here. Well, I can work with that and I can continue to develop that. So, but first you have to be realistic with yourself and make an assessment. Now, you can't make an assessment if your child is basically not playing with the same pool of talent. Okay. If they're not playing with the same pool of talent, then of course, it'll be easy to stand out, then. But if they're playing, in the same pool of talent, then, they got a really, really good chance. And that's one of the things that I did. At first, they were playing in the little rec leagues, and I noticed that they were, dominating in those rec leagues. And so then, I kind of got them around the same level of talent, and, and they were competing. And so, so that was a good indicator to me. Now, if you're a single parent and you're not really familiar about, sports or whatnot, or the sport that they're actually playing in, what I would highly recommend is that maybe you get with somebody, and somebody that you trust, maybe a family member or a close friend that's familiar with it, and just say, hey, I really want you to assess my child and tell me if he really has what it takes to be able to play this sport the right way, and possibly, he can maybe use this to get him a free education in college and get a scholarship, right? And just be, ready for the honest opinion. And sometimes, it hurts when people are being honest with you, but, I'd rather for someone to be honest with me so that I can have a realistic approach. And then at that point, I know what I'm really working with. And so, so I believe that, assessing the child is like one of the really, really most important things to do, because you could spend a lot of money into camps and all that good stuff, and then, but at the end of the day, and then, find out later down the road that they don't have what it really takes to be able to make it at the next level, right? So, and I'm not talking about kids that are, you can see potential in them. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about them already having what it takes. And so, and then, at that point, then you can start making other adjustments. And we're going to talk a little bit more about those adjustments and things like that. But I'm probably going to post that in my next video. But I really, really want you to walk away from this video thinking about assessing your child, and do my child really have what it takes to be able to, play at the next level. And I'm not just saying this because this is my baby and I love him so much. No, but do they have what it takes to be able to play the sport the right way, to get recognized, so that they can use this as a bridge to get them a free education in school. All right. So that's the first thing that we're going to talk about. And then I'll be back and I'm going to post some more information. All right. Take care, guys. I'll be in touch.